I think one of the big challenges for all AIoT devices is the software support. And how do you make it easy to get your application running and make sure it's talking to the right cameras or the right devices within the system, and then also, for example, your cloud connectivity. So what we have here is an overview of the platform that we've built, the Intelligent Edge software stack, to enable multiple AIoT application scenarios. Now, MediaTek does also offer a EVK for software development, but we've gone a step further where we're trying to make it much easier for customers to, for example, if you want to port a different camera for your system, or you want a different kind of display configuration, we can do a lot of that work for you, and we can also enable a lot more connectivity using our software platform than you can on the EVK. So we're providing that vital step to build the platform to make it as easy as possible to develop and implement the application on top. So we offer three key advantages with our VIA AIoT platforms. First one is the full system feature support: camera, display, wireless, I/O, Ethernet and cloud. Second is lower development costs if you're looking to build a new system. By providing a very rich platform to build on, we can reduce that time to market and enable you to get your application finalized as quickly as possible. Here's just a brief example of the kind of application that's possible on the platforms. A lot of companies now are looking at helmet detection as a very important application for making sure people are wearing the correct safety equipment when, for example, they enter a factory environment. Currently, it's very much a manual process in many of our customers. So what they're now looking for is a way to digitize that process and also make sure it's very fast in terms of identification and detecting and collecting the records as well. So this is a helmet application that we've built, and here shows how that fits in with the key components in our platform and the process. So basically what happens is you carry out the helmet detection using a USB camera connected to the board. You take the video input from that camera, run an AI model that detects the heads and the helmets. That detection results will be shown off as a square on HDMI display. And then if the system notices that someone is not wearing a helmet, then it will issue an audio alert so that action can be taken. I think just as critical is that then the data can be sent back to the cloud and it can be reviewed. So you know exactly how many people were in the factory. You need to know how strictly the rules are being complied with. So I think this is a very simple application, but for a lot of companies that can deliver real benefits, not just in terms of safety, but also in improving the efficiency and effectiveness of existing processes. So here is an animation showing the helmet detection data flow. And then here's a video showing the helmet detection application in action. One of our goals with our AIoT platforms is to untangle the clutter, to make AIoT application development simple and efficient by providing a very reliable and stable hardware platform and a very rich software development platform that makes the implementation of the models simple and quick. Here's a few examples of projects we've done in the past. This one was actually for an old people's home. The challenge there was to integrate analog devices and old sensors into the system. Things like including the drain plug, the tub cleaner, the water heater and the emergency button. And so that involved a lot of work on the software side to build the sensor data modules, the device control modules and the network management modules to make sure that the system functions perfectly in what can actually be quite a tough environment with a lot of humidity, wetness and dampness in the bathrooms. A second one here is kind of a facial recognition application we did for a customer in Japan, and there we've integrated a lot of different additional components such as a speaker, LED, etc. into the device, so the facial recognition process is very quick and very easy. And then this was also another extremely challenging project, which is our in-vehicle tablet that we developed for a taxi company. And what we had to do with that was to connect the device to the taxi meter, and through that also through the taxi meter to different apps from different taxi provider and payment gateways. In addition to that, 2 different screens, the passenger and also for the driver. Again, that involved a lot of complex software development work to make it all happen. So overall, with our IoT platforms, we provide the most comprehensive range of MediaTek Genio platforms on the market. And we're very excited about the potential of this chip. It's pretty new in the AIoT segment, but we can see a very strong roadmap, great connectivity coming up, and excellent performance as well, and all the necessary interfaces for the cameras and the different peripheral devices. Second key benefit is we provide a highly optimized hardware and software integration environment. So that enables a very fast application development for the customer. And then third is, as you've seen from the bathroom example, is that we can connect to lots of different IoT devices to deliver a comprehensive solution for the customer. Beyond our IoT platforms, I'm also pleased to give you a couple of sneak peeks into a couple of other products that we're developing. As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, we actually invented the Mini ITX form factor, and over the years we've launched different generations of the product based on generally VIA quad-core, VIA Eden, VIA C7 processors. Now with the EPIA-M930, we're going to be launching our first Intel-based platform. It supports the Celeron, but also different processors as well, and will deliver a 50% performance increase at much lower power over our current product. So a lot of our customers have been asking for this, and we'll be very excited to launch that in Q3 of this year. Also, the AMOS-3005 has been a very, very popular workhorse system for many years. It's been used in a lot of different applications for in-vehicle, for things like ticketing machines, and we're going to be introducing the new VIA AMOS-3007 again in Q3 as the next generation product. This also is based on an Intel processor, the Atom 1.5 gigahertz, and we've added in a lot of connectivity for Wi-Fi and for SATA, etc. And we believe this is going to be a very successful product on the market. So overall, we think the intelligent edge market, there's been a lot of talk in the last few years about its growth, but so far I think actual implementations have been quite limited. What we're seeing now though is increased interest in a lot of different segments, whether it's commercial, whether it's retail, and whether it's industrial. And so we believe that the market is going to grow very rapidly in the next 2 or 3 years. The key devices that we see it happening in are things like smart access control, vending machines, a lot of contactless applications, for example in medical clinics, and also areas like helmet detection, mask detection, PPE detection, industrial. So this year we're launching our first generation of platforms, and I think next year we'll continue to expand the solutions that we have available for these different markets.